It's time for Tech Time with Timmy. Hello, welcome to Tech Time with Timmy. In this episode, Timmy's going to be talking about all the cool things you can do with spreadsheets. So, first of all, Timmy's going to be talking about how to set up columns and rows and more simple stuff like that. Then Timmy's going to get into more complex stuff, like how to change and make it a currency or something like that. So that's gonna be really cool. And in this episode, Timmy's gonna be showing you how to do that. Okay, so first of all, Timmy's gonna be showing you about these columns and rows. A, B, C, D, and it just keeps going on through the alphabet. All those ones are columns going down from A down, C down, and then the rows are one across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going through the numbers, and that goes across there. So like if you clicked on that one, that would be 3B. So that is what the columns and rows are like. So when you're setting up a spreadsheet, you would usually type some titles, and then you'd also probably type some more titles like and then so then you've got with tech time. So and then you might put in a number or something into there. So that's sort of how the columns and rows would work. Now insert a row. That is where, so if you click on B here, it highlights the entire column, and you can right click and then you get all these options. Now you can delete the column, which completely removes that whole column and everything on it. You can sort it A to Z, or you could insert one right or insert one left. So if you insert one right, then to the right of that column, it's going to make a new column. It's going to still call it C because otherwise the alphabet wouldn't add up. But now everything that was in C has been pushed to D, and C is now a blank row. And you can also do that with these. So that's really cool. Now, say you wanted to define certain areas of the spreadsheet, you might want to right click on 6. Not even right click, you just click on the number 6 and go over here where it says borders, click on the drop down, and you could click that. Then when you go out of it, you'll see that row 6 has little much thicker lines for the boxes. So it's really cool, and it kind of helps to define the space a bit. So that's really helpful. Now, what if you wanted this word to stand out for some reason, just to show you that's a certain word? Well, just click on the box, then right click. Actually, no, you don't have to right click again. Just click on the box and then click text color. You can choose any of these, or you can create a custom one, which you can make it any way you want. And then up here you see what you're gonna get. So you might want to make it a bit lighter, more red. Yeah, if you wanted that, you happy with that one? And there, the words have changed to make it a better color that you want. So that's cool. Now, what if you had a bunch of different things, and you see they're not all aligned and it looks a bit messy? You can highlight what you want, click over here, and maybe you want it centered, and it snaps them all to the center. Maybe you wanted it over there. So yeah, that's really cool. You'd normally have writing like that though, and that's cool, and it's just a way to really organize it and make it look a bit nicer. Now, the currency. So say this wasn't just two, you wanted to have it $2. You click on this dollar sign up here that says format as currency. You just click that, and now it becomes $2.00. So that's really cool. You could do the same with any number you want. And then also you can change the format of numbers to a lot of different things. So if you clicked on this number, you could click format and then go to number. There's automatic, which sort of does whatever you want. Plain text, which is just only the number. Then there's number. Then there's percent. Then there's that. Then there's the financial. Then there's currency. Then there's the date or the time, date and time, the duration. So that's really cool. You could change it to any of those. Timmy's just going to show you one. Like maybe it's a date. Now it wouldn't just become a date. You'd have to go 35 of the second 2016, and there you have it. Although 35's not really a date, is it? Let's make it 30. That's better. So you see, it really works with all different kinds of formats. Now, the equations. Equations are a cool thing where you might have some numbers in this box and then in this box and then in this box, and you wanted to add them up or together or something over here. You can do that. So just maybe you want the answer to the equation to be here. So you just type equals. That's a plus, but you type equals. Maybe you want it to equal that plus that. So you click on the box that you want, and then you do a plus or maybe a times or something like that. Then you click on the other box you want. You can also, if you didn't have that number on the spreadsheet, you could also just do plus again, and then maybe even type 16, and then you just hit enter, and it adds it all up. That plus 16. So that's really cool, and it's a good way to organize it. Now, these little things down the bottom, you can have separate sheets in the same spreadsheet. So you click this plus thing here if you want to add another sheet but in the same file, and you've got a brand new sheet right here, which is really cool. So that's really cool, and you can put in some numbers. So, yep, that's all working. So if you had this really big spreadsheet with a whole bunch of sheets, it might get a bit confusing about which one to use or which one is the right one. So what you can actually do, if you go over to this one, click on this drop down arrow, and then you can click rename and name it something like, and that way, that's the first. Maybe you'd want to rename this numbers. So just cool stuff like that to really help you organize it, and you can shift them about if you want. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about spreadsheets. That's the end of this episode of Tech Time with Timmy.
Bye.